to Gierok Farms. Today we're going to be doing some tillage on that ground that I picked up. We're going to be using the turbo tiller to incorporate last year's corn stalks and expose a little bit of black dirt. More or less just want to incorporate some residue and give this ground a nice level start and a bit of a chance to warm up. We have gotten some rain this week, so I might get out there and have to postpone this. It's the beginning of May while I'm filming this, so it's early enough yet, but the clock is ticking, and with my off-farm job and things like that, I want to get it done while I can here. I'm filming this on a Sunday, so hopefully we can get this done. If not, it's still early yet. So we're gonna get that new Great Plains turbo tiller hooked up to the 7810 John Deere. And Dad, he's actually right behind me with the 7510 John Deere, and we're gonna hook the plow up today, being I'm here to help. He's gonna be doing some moldboard plowing down here on the bottoms, especially with this thick rye we got going here. He's gonna turn that over, and man, that's gonna be some beautiful stuff. So stay tuned for that video. That should be coming out soon. But all in all, it hopefully is a nice day of tillage. So hope you guys enjoy the video. We got the Great Plains turbo till all hooked up and ready to go. I'll have to adjust the settings once we get out there. Now to hook up the 7510. It'll be nice to have this moldboard plow hooked up too, because once it dries out a bit more, he's thinking tomorrow or 2 days from now, then he can just go. Okay, we got the moldboard plow on, we got the turbo tiller hooked up. I'm gonna go try turbo tilling that piece that I picked up, and Dad, he's gonna bring that up to the yard so it's ready to go for him tomorrow. Ideally, I would be doing tillage tomorrow, but I'll probably be too busy at work to get that done. And we are off. Mason, he is following me. He's got to help me get through the landlord's yard. It's a bit of a tight fit, but I think we'll make it through. Narrow thoughts. Okay, I made it through the yard. The rest of the road should be pretty smooth sailing. Further up the road, I trimmed off some low-hanging branches, so the path up to the top of the hill should go pretty smooth. Hopefully when we get up there, it's dried off enough to where I can just get this done instead of traveling over here a couple times. It's not too far away from the home farm, but it's still would be nice to just get it all done in one shot instead of having to come through here again. It's a little wet in the grass and on the bottoms yet, but I think up on top, especially with that bare dirt or just corn stalks, I think she might go. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes once we get up there. Okay, we have made it up and into the field with the turbo till and the 7810. It is a beautiful climb to get up into this field. A really nice dugway road. Yesterday I came up here and trimmed some of these trees along here. I figured they'd just be sucking nutrients and shading my corn plants. I don't plan on coming off of the existing stalks. Talking to the landowner though, I do have the ability to kind of push some of this back, but I think this year I ain't gonna get to it. What really needs to happen is come in here with a brush hog and clean up these corners and edges, like on the other end as well, and then maybe do some more aggressive tillage to open this back up. I think the previous tenants, they came in here quick with bigger equipment and didn't want to mess around trying to get every acre or every corner where I'm willing to do that. But being up here, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. You can hear the stalks crunching underneath me. As for the soil, it's damp, but it's not, it's not like wet. Especially being on top, it drains well. I have a feeling along the trees it might be damper than I'd like it to be. Ideally, I'd wait till tomorrow, but I think it's fit enough. We'll see. Once I put the turbo till on the ground, I'll check and make sure we're not plugging up. I don't want mud sticking to the coulters and everything, and I also don't want to be leaving big chunks. I want everything to tear apart real nice, but hopefully those rolling baskets in the back kind of help make up for it not being exactly perfect conditions. But you got to go when you can go. So we're going to start off fairly aggressive here and see what it does. It is a hillier field, so I'm not going to max it out on depth. I more or less just want to cut down on this trash, and this residue is my main target of today. And then I'll probably plant right into that, some minimal tillage, reduce erosion and still incorporate the stalks and warm up the soil. I got my depth set pretty low. It's not maxed out all the way low, but we're gonna try that. And then my degree is pretty aggressive. I really want to do some chopping and some tearing of these stalks. So you can see they didn't have like a chopping corn head or anything, so this will be a really good test for this machine. I'm really excited to see what this does on some really aggressive corn stalks. Might be leaving a bit more clumps than I would like, but we're forecasted to get a week of rain here, and that's why I'm kind of pushing for this. Today's Sunday, and they're talking rain Monday night into Tuesday. So I'm thinking the week of rain will really mellow everything out and hopefully kind of make up for some of this clumpiness. But I know one thing, even if these clumps kind of stay through that rain and don't mellow out, it's gonna be way more inviting to plant into this than that. It'll be way easier on that planter. I think I might even do like a second pass. We'll see, especially around the edges. I think we'll keep going. I don't think it's plugging up. I'm gonna keep an eye on these fingers here though. That might build up, but as for the coulters and the rolling baskets, that seems to be going okay. Man, this is really a heck of a test for this machine. I think this pass is going to be the worst pass, especially on them when I'm coming through those valleys, those slight valleys. It really works the tractor hard. I got to pick up and get through it. Granted, this is almost its max setting for aggressiveness, so I think once I get a pass away from the woods where it's even drier, I think it's going to be pulling real nice and real smooth. So we'll try to make our way around here. It's definitely not optimal, but everything's it's getting it done, I guess is the way to put it. Okay, I completed my first round and there was a lot of me lifting up the hydraulics so that I could pull the hill. It doesn't help that it's damp, but I think even if it was damp, I think this thing would still have a hard time in some of these spots clawing up, especially with this aggressive setting. The only real buildup we have is a little in the center here and then on these fingers. Otherwise, it's not sticking to the machine too bad. I'm gonna try a bit shallower and 0 degree, more or less just focus on the stalks and see what kind of job we can do here. Maybe go about half of what we were. Less degree and a bit shallower and see what she does. Tried different degrees out here. This is kind of like a 3 or a 4. This in here was that shallow depth but really aggressive, a 6 degree, and then right in here was like no degree. I think what I'm seeing, I'm gonna run kind of a happy medium. I'm gonna kind of run right in the middle and see what it does. I really like how I am beating down the stalks and incorporating them. That's really what I'm shooting for here. So I'm gonna keep plugging away. I'll check back in with you guys a bit later. She's cruising really nice on this level stuff on top. She's doing a really good job there. The conditions are definitely right for that type of ground, and we're able to move fast like the machine is designed to do. Okay, I've covered it all at least once, and I'm really happy with how it looks where I hit it twice. It really chops up the stalks nice and fine. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So I'm gonna raise the depth a bit and then set the gangs to a less of a degree and just kind of go over some spots really quick where there's heavier trash or where I didn't quite have enough traction pulling a hill or something, just to kind of smooth everything over and chop it up even a little nicer than that first pass did. But I am very happy with how this looks, and this will be a lot nicer than just planting into corn stalks. Yeah, I am loving what that second pass looks like compared to just one pass. You can definitely see the difference in the residue. I ended up dropping it just a smidge more and set my degree really aggressive. It's working really nice running through this stuff. Isn't that just a beautiful view? I am just wrapping up. I am headed back to the entrance of the field. I got Mason coming with the leaf blower. I'm gonna try to get some of this mud off of this machine before I drag it back home. We are gonna be using it over the next week or two here, but I just, I hate seeing it all full of dirt. You know, I wanna get some of that off. I ain't gotta get it perfectly clean. We'll leave that up to the pressure washer later on, but at least get some of the bigger chunks off. I got her all cleaned up. Now it's time to make our way back down this hill and through that yard, and then we'll be home free again. Like I was saying, we got some rain in the forecast, so hopefully a light rain kind of settle that out. Hopefully we don't get any washing or anything crazy. We will be back with the planter hopefully next Sunday, next week. Soil temp should be about perfect then, if everything stays the way it is, especially being I just exposed some of the dirt. Very happy. Starting off there, I was a bit nervous, but as the sun kept shining and as we worked away from the woods, it got a whole lot better. And doing that heavier degree with a shallower depth really was the ticket there. I really liked how that turned out on that ground. So I'm gonna keep making my way back home. I'm gonna end off the video here. Thank you all for watching. Let me know down in the comments what type of tillage you use. Also let me know what type of tillage you think that I should be using on a piece like that. That is gonna be it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Also check us out at GierokFarms.com. You can go get yourself one of these nice Gierok Farm hats. So that is all. We will see you all next time.